All right, guys, so we got a special episode for you today. It's the official Chicago Auto Show, so right, the 2025 Chicago Auto Show. And if you guys haven't seen him before, one of my best friends, Lucio, his truck is actually in the show this year. So I wanted to get here a day he was going to be here so he could kind of explain to you how he got in the auto show, what went about that whole process, and then obviously we'll show you his truck if you haven't seen it in videos past. I have him kind of do a little breakdown of what he's got on it, but I know he's in a section here called, I think it's Chicago Overlanders or Overland Chicago, something along those lines. But regardless, we wanted to show support. Lucio supports me a lot, supports the channel a lot, so you always got to pay, you got to pay those kudos back, and you want to just do right by people that do right by you. So we're on our way there first right now. Let's just go, let's go see Lucio, let's see what he's got, and let's see all the other trucks that are around there, all right? So we finally made it to Lucio's car here, guys. He's taking a quick little phone call, but this whole setup is actually really, really cool for anybody that's into overlanding or just camping in general, right? This area is 100% for you. I mean, I'll push it so you can see. We're right here with Lucio's truck. I mean, if I was going outdoors, this is definitely how I want to do it. I certainly am not sleeping on the floor because I'm not going to get eaten by a bear. But Lucio's whole setup, man, it's just so badass. Everybody here has just, a whole different setup, and it's nice to see all the differences, right? It's not one is the same, which we'll get through them right now, but let's chat with Lucio here, and let's ask him a couple questions, all right? So I told you we were going to come here and see the boy. This is a superstar right here. He's about to be famous, but no, I wanted to come. Lucio shows a ton of love to the channel. It's only right that we show love right back, right? So Lucio, kind of wanted to get an impression here of how did you get this? How did this even come about? And then how did you even get approved to be in the 2025 Chicago Auto Show?
Honestly, do you want me to hold this?
You can hold it if you want.
All right. Honestly, it was pure coincidence, to be honest with you. One day I was just scrolling on Facebook, and I saw that they were making a call out for vehicles to be available for the auto show. If you're not familiar with the auto show, it's like a week and a half long. The vehicle had to be here for almost 2 weeks.
Wow.
Unattended, unless I was here, but I responded to it. I said my truck is available if you're willing to accept me, and they did. They said bring it in.
Nice.
So I was like, okay, cool. And then me and my boy Gerardo behind the camera had to make some few adjustments to get the tent to sit right on top of the roof rack, and then went over to Judge's Detailing to get it all done up to look good for the show. And thankfully, Jeff was also nice enough to accompany me to get it brought in and guide me in, because it's a maze to get in here, dude.
Oh, I believe it.
It's crazy. I have a video that we'll be releasing to show how crazy it is to get in here. And then once we're here, man, it's honestly been surreal. I can't believe it. I never thought that me doing what I like to do will get me into the Chicago Auto Show.
Sure. Guys, we've been coming here since we were kids, all of us. So the honor to be a part of something so big that only comes once a year, and to be in front of so many eyes with just so many people, I mean, it's not only awesome for Lucio's brand, but like he alluded to, right? He loves this. So to be able to do what you love and then be able to present it to the world, I think is probably the biggest gift of all, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
I guess too, man, if you want, can you kind of walk us through your setup? I'll pass you the mic back, but just walk us through the setup. That way you can, people who aren't here or from different states, guys, you guys kind of get to see what Lucio's done, and then he stays away from the bears that I'm so afraid of.
So we have a 2022 Nissan Frontier Pro 4X. And what I did was I wanted to be able to overland anywhere I wanted to. So going off grid, where there's no bathrooms, no showers, no power whatsoever. So me and my wife were able to do this. Shout out to Danielle. And so what we have here is 4x4 Colorado tent, based out of Colorado. Also their awning with built-in LED lights. We have extrusion overland bed rack to hold the actual tent itself, the awning, our spare gas, our spare water, our traction boards, And then our Nismo roof rack that I just put on, that will be more for storage down the road and possibly a light bar. Big shout out to Tagform for actually giving me a one-of-one cell phone and camera holder on the dash. They actually used my truck to develop this mount, since my truck last year was still fairly new, believe it or not. There was not a lot of accessories for the dash. So they 3D scanned the actual dash to have it mounted correctly. It's actually bolted down to the actual truck. So it's not just 3M tape glued to the dashboard itself. It's actually bolted down. So when you do go off-roading, that thing is solid. It's not going anywhere.
Can other people buy that, or is just like, is that available on his website?
I believe it's now available on their website, but I was initially the tester.
There you go.
Yeah, the product tester. Yeah, so shout out to them, Tagform. Prestigious Photo Co. Follow us there if you haven't. And I believe that's quite it, actually, for as far as the actual setup itself.
So this is pretty much his entire setup. I think it's, if you, like I said, if you love the outdoors, this is definitely what you want to do, right? Or this is where you would want to like take your truck to this level. I'm currently under the tent. I know Lucio has some lights in here that light up. But this is the setup, and I think it's pretty cool. He's gonna turn on the lights for us. He's gonna be really nice. Look at that, guys. So when you're outdoors, you don't have to be in the dark. And then here's his entire little cooking setup. And this is how him and Danielle enjoy their days, right? I mean, who wouldn't? We're gonna keep going out throughout the show. I hope you enjoyed that. I think it's pretty cool, man. Like I said, right, we've been coming to this since I was a kid. I vividly remember my dad waking me up, making sure that I ate something really quick so we could just bolt over here. So auto show always brings back awesome memories, but it's pretty cool to see that one of your best friends got accepted and his car is in the actual show. That's pretty priceless. So super proud of Lucio, super happy from him. Now we're gonna go and keep seeing whatever the 2025 auto show has to bring for us, all right? First stop for me, you guys already know, is gonna be Lexus. I want to see my GX. If you guys don't know, I want to buy this car so bad, but it is very expensive. So as the channel grows a lot, maybe I could get it. But until then, we just gotta stare at it in amazement. So I'm gonna go check it out right now, but it's that new Lexus GX 550. I actually got kind of sidetracked here. I'm on a side quest, but this is I think this is the new Lexus LX. It says prototype on the side of the car, but the wrap on this thing is really nice, actually. It's definitely not a stock color, not at all. But we'll take a glance at it on the inside too here. Yeah, the LX 600. So this one's all decked out too with, I think the theme this year a lot is SUV and camping. Yes. Seems like they're trying to gravitate more towards anything outdoorsy. But it's really slick, man. Let me just see if I can get an interior shot for you guys really quickly here. Lesson learned too, guys. Don't be like me and forget to get your media pass. I should have gotten it. It completely slipped my mind because I'm gearing up for Tuner Galleria, but next year I'm coming back on the media pass because it is kind of packed today and don't necessarily want to deal with the crowd. I'd rather do it in peace and quiet, but we got to do what we got to do. So here she is, guys, and this is the exact spec I want, the exact color. I don't know. I know how much it costs, so I'll say that. And the starting price on these guys is close to 70 G's. And that isn't cheap, man. That doesn't come cheap, not for anybody. But it is such a beautiful truck, man. And I think this would be perfect for like a next build on the channel. Not necessarily like the build I want to do where we go fully all out, but just to kind of get a little different content out there for you guys. I think this would be a nice addition to the channel, and it'll be a perfect daily because I'm tired of dailying my Acura. But this thing is so slick, dude. I mean, they got it pretty decked out too. Everything that Lucio has on his car, you could certainly do on this truck. But just the aesthetic of it, you guys can see, right? Everything is so nice. Here's another color option, but I don't like it as much as that desert-like sand color. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. Not my favorite color. I love gray. It's actually I've had too many great cars though, but when you think between this color and if we just go to this color, I think this one just suits the car way better. The only thing I would say is, you know, where you see the black on the quarter panels and all that, that plastic trim, I would want that paint matched. I don't want that looking like that. I want it to look, as we pan back, like the gray one has it here. I think this looks more slick, in my opinion. And here we go, guys. This is a money shot. I think this interior is awesome. Look at the size of this screen too. So who knows? We'll see. So I'm looking right now at the price breakout. This, the Overtrail, this model itself starts at $69,250, and I've looked at Lexus on their website. That's just base price, like super basic, nothing really special. The one as you see here, $82,185. So 82, another 10%, that's another 8 grand. So 90 before you even walk out the dealer, 90 G's. Come on, Lexus, that's too much. But hey, if people are willing to pay it, then pay it, right? Literally right next to the company, I think that did the most major fail. You're about to see right now, look, Subaru, the company that releases a WRX, but they don't make an STI anymore. Like, what kind of garbage is that? They dropped the ball hard, and this car is hideous. I don't care what anybody tells me, this car is ugly. Probably the worst STI I've seen, or you can't even say STI, it's the worst WRX. I don't like it at all. I don't know what this TS model is. The inside looks cool. I don't mind the screen, like a Tesla style. The Recaros are nice, right? Front and back. About the only good thing that has, because the rest of that car, nah. Hard fail. I wish they would have brought out an STI, a real one, and I wish they would have brought back the hatch. That's what I really want to see from Subaru. Let's keep looking at the rest of the cars. I said we were going to Toyota, but we had to stop at Ford, man. The GTD, when we seen it last year, it wasn't in this color. And man, this color looks 100 times better. Talk about presence now. Now you can really appreciate this. Man, I love it. I'm not a Ford Mustang guy, but I surely try this. I feel like you could really appreciate all the body lines now in this car in white. I don't know why. Maybe they just stand out more, but even the rims themselves, man, look at that. This is really nice. Really, really nice. I don't care what anybody says. This fad of hybrid or just fully electric needs to die because it's super disrespectful to put a Mustang name on a fully electric car. That's garbage. And then to make it even worse, here we go on another one. Let's just move over to the Ford Lightning. Another fully electric, just garbage. I don't know who at Ford decided that that was a good idea, but no. Those are two brands that you keep with a big motor, and if you can't keep the big V8 in it, don't even do it. Fully electric, come on, nobody wants that, especially at that price. You guys, let me go look at this price really quickly. Ford Lightning starts at $84,000. 84. No way. Hard pass. I would love a Ford Bronco, but they're just so uncomfortable for me on the inside that I can't get past it, but I love this color. But if you go Bronco, I feel like you gotta go 4 doors just for the space, right? And it's actual like presence. Like, look at how it stands, man. They did such a beautiful job on the exterior of the car and the way it looks. It's just, I feel like the interior is lacking a lot. But it is what it is, right? It's supposed to be an outdoors car. Still love it. I mean, here would be a good daily, a Ford Maverick. It's 30 grand. And it does its job, right? This is actually pretty cool looking. I drive this. Super tiny though on the inside, so I don't know how much comfort you're gonna get out of it, but I'd certainly drive it. I've seen them on the streets. They look super tiny. But I mean, for what you get for 30 G's, you can't go wrong. not going to come to the auto show and not pay respect to Acura, especially since I drive one. But that booth, they didn't really have much, man. They didn't even bring an ITS. That's a TLX, so not really sure what's going on there. You guys seen that concept? That concept is hideous. Let's see if Honda has anything better. I already see a FL5 Type R, but let's check out Honda now. So Honda was kind of the same as Acura, really. Civic Type R. The new Ridgeline is nice. The new Passport is really nice, but if you guys can tell, there's a lot of Toyota like elements in there, right? If you guys didn't catch it, those between the Toyota, the Lexus, the new Honda SUVs that are releasing, a lot of them look the same, and a lot of them have that overland like build theme look going to them. Not really sure why. I think it looks really cool, but I guess at that point, you're picking peanuts, right? Like which one is cheaper, which one is more cost effective, probably gas mileage, how many people you can fit in there, right? If you have a big family, so who knows? But we're going to Jeep right now. They weren't here last year, so I want to see what they got. You guys already know I had a brand new Grand Cherokee the Overland, and that thing was trash. It was always messed up, always having issues, electrical problems everywhere. And that's what we ended up trading in for my Acura Integra Type-S. So let's go see what they got over there, if there's anything different. But I'm not a fan of Jeep, just so you guys know. This Land Cruiser is probably the most badass thing here in the Toyota section, guys. All the other ones are your standard Sequoias, GR Corollas. There's a Supra over there. I don't even think they make it. Do they make them anymore? I can't remember now. But then everything else is kind of the same. There's a TRD Pro right here. I'll go check it out right now. It's a Tacoma. But other than that, it's all the same. I'll throw a little B-roll on for you guys. But in terms of Toyota, this is pretty much it. I know I think the 4Runner's around here somewhere, so I just want to find that. That'll probably be the last thing I want to see out of Toyota. So we made it back home, guys. It was a long day. I spent the day with Lucio. I figured he might want a little company there since he's been alone for the last couple of days. So we got to catch up. We got to chat. There was a ton of traffic and a ton of people asking questions and intrigued. just about the builds in general, but specifically about Lucio's truck. So I think that's awesome. Obviously, that's the purpose of the show, right? You want to get that traffic. You want to kind of push your brand. He wants to build a business. So it was all good stuff, right? Everything was positive. But once again, super happy, super stoked for him, very proud. You could tell he was really excited about it, and you could tell it was a huge honor to him and to anybody that lives in Chicago, if they born and raised, whatever the case. If you had been to the auto show when you were a child and you get the opportunity to do it as an adult and be in there with your own personal car, yeah, anybody would be ecstatic. So all in all, it was a great day. I'm glad I got to spend it with him. The majority of this video is dedicated to him, right? So just shout out to Lucio, man, and can only just wish him for the best and hope that everything on his end continues to grow, which it looks like it is. So that's always a positive. So if you guys haven't visited his channel, go check it out. Go show some love. I try to bring in my friends as much as I can on this channel. They're a big part of my success, and I also want to bring them along for the ride as well. I don't forget about anybody. So they've helped me out. It's only fair that I help them out, right? But with that being said, I know I promised you guys we're going to put on my steering wheel. It's been a crazy week with work. I couldn't get to it, but we got the auto show knocked out, which is a blessing. So next week, we'll get back onto my Acura. Hopefully, my work week is a little slower, so I get a chance to review it. Once I review the instructions and I got a good handle of what I got to do, then we'll put the steering wheel on. Worst case scenario, we put on the APR carbon bits that I got for the engine bay. But I really want to get that steering wheel knocked out just because it is probably the harder of the two and it looks a little complex, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here. Finally back home, finally relaxing. Enjoy your Sunday. Nobody outside of Kansas City or Philadelphia cares about who wins this Super Bowl. So whoever wins, wins. I just want a good game. Eat a lot of wings, eat a lot of pizza. Most of all, just enjoy it, all right? So we'll be back next week. We'll pick it back up on my Integra with the new parts that we got here at home. So I just hope you guys enjoy the evening. As always, go ahead, look, and take it easy because I am out.